So firefighting, you get an alert. What happened? Look into it. Critical application is acting up. You have to go check. Then we have what we call root cause analysis. What happened, right? Figure out, do some investigation, and then figure out what happened. A lot of times, this is what people who are inexperienced do. They focus on solving the problem and not figuring out what caused the problem. That root cause analysis is very, very important. It's not just about fixing it. Maybe you might need to apply a band-aid fix and to just get things going. But the people who become excellent, who are excellent at this thing, go back and do a thorough analysis to figure out why it happened. And are there things that need to be put in place, right? This is not where you start casting aspersions and, all of that. Just do a diagnosis, figure out why it's happening. Why did this happen? If it's something that's becoming a trend, let's say it's happened one time and you resolve the issue and it's happened again and it's happened again. That's a call for a deeper dive. So it's become a trend. You do that trend analysis and then do your root cause analysis and figure out the root and start thinking of more permanent solutions instead of just saying, okay, is that what's happening? This is what we do when this happens. That's literally, I've seen it in a lot of places where an issue is consistent and nobody wants to take the initiative to do a deep dive into the issue. Instead, they figured out that band-aid fix and they've accepted this is how it's always going to be. And so when it happens, in fact, it's documented and I tell you, oh, when this happens, do this. Why? That's how it is. That's terrible. That's almost lazy, right? You have to be willing to do extra, look at the logs, run some traces, do some additional analysis, do some tracing and capture more data, or figure out why or what events triggered this particular error, this particular issue that we see. Do proper triage like we do at the hospitals, and then how they ask you, have you traveled outside of the country? Have you done this? Have you done this? And, okay, did anybody do you come in contact with somebody that has this? The reason why they ask all those questions is so they can get to the root cause of the issue that you are having. They don't just ask you for your symptoms and then give you medication to fix the symptoms. They do a deep dive into why, are there situations when you start noticing this? How long has it been going on? When this happens, are you able to eat? Is your stomach hurting? Did you travel anywhere? Did you come in contact with somebody? All those annoying questions the doctors ask or the nurses ask when they do their triage is to make sure they get to the root, so that when they, prescribe or when they attack the problem or the symptoms, they are fighting the right battle. It is the same thing. Take time to ask the right questions. When did you start noticing this? How many times has this error happened? How long does script take when you run it? How long was it taking before? All of that deep dive, it can be tiring, but it is important, right? That's what the good database administrators, do. Now, when it comes to just doing our diagnosis, there's so many tools.